going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here. The Wolverhampton Wolves here in EA Sports FC 25, as we're back here with the Wolves. And today we head ourselves back into the Premier League as we're taking on the 7th place Liverpool team, as Liverpool, of course, is trying to stay in the hunt here for the Premier League title. Currently right now in looks like 6 matches, they are 3-2-1, as they have 11 points right now in the Premier League, and of course looking to get 3 points off of us here today, as we're currently in in first place right now in the Premier League. As you see, Liverpool here still trying to climb themselves out of a little bit of a hole as of late, but for us, we have been playing very good football as of late, and I'm really proud of our fellas here as they've been playing some excellent football and hoping to continue that here today as we get ready for today's matchup. As you take a look at some of the top leaders, and of course scoring and assists, as well as clean sheets, and of course red cards and yellow cards, we've been having a pretty good run here so far this season. So as we take a look here, like I said, Liverpool right now with 11 points. We're in Wolves right now in first place, as we were able to kind of get ourselves over the hump there against Arsenal, who are currently telling us right now in this one. Now today we are going to be taking a look at some of the players here, as we're going to be seeing some shifting and some rotation amongst the 5 games, or I should say the 5 matches we have today. Later on we'll see a road match against Norwich, as well as we'll go back in the Champions League and have a very important game against the Rangers, and then we'll have a Carabao Cup matchup to wrap up today's episode against West Ham, as well as another Premier League match against Burnley. So a lot of football on the pitch here today, and we'll get right into it as we try to get through this month of October as fast as we possibly can. But like I said, Liverpool, of course, would love to get 3 points off us, get a little closer to us, as we're currently now in first place, and we're trying to, of course, keep ourselves in that position here. At the same time, try to fight off the Arsenal squad who's playing pretty well for themselves as well. So as we get into today's matchup here, we'll see our boys here having a little bit of trouble here in that defensive third, as a shot being made there, but it's going to be off target. As now we'll see here our wing back here sets up something in the box, and that's going to be a nice opportunity there for Cunha to try to make a shot there with a header, but not such luck there, as Liverpool, of course, known for their great defense there. Of course, they're going to be trying to make a push here as well, as like I said, trying to keep up with us. You know, we've had some issues here of giving up goals, and looks like we're going to end up giving up a goal here as we give a goal up here, and that's been an issue here as of late. We've been giving up the first goal within the first 10 minutes of the game, and it's just like, what is going on with this back line here? I thought I made it more stronger than it was in year 1 compared to year 2, and it looks like we are going to have to still continue looking for some good defensive players here to help us out. Like I said, we got a couple of good defensive players, but right now they're just not really, they're at least they're projected to be great defensive stars. There are our youth academy squad there that we have to we're trying to get ready for, and try to get them involved as much as we can. As we see a score there, nice goal, as a nice little cross, or like I said, a little pass there across the mid there, and to take a shot. Look at this one here, and Cunha did a great job there scoring this one, as we get our first goal of the day. Here's now tied one apiece now, as the home crowd are happy to see us finally get a score on the board here, as Liverpool here now trying, of course, we've had our issues with Liverpool, not just in this series, but we also had them in the original series as one of our main rivals. Of course, as we were climbing our way up the ladder here in the Premier League, Liverpool made sure a lot of times to keep us grounded and keep us, at bay a lot of times here in games. And we stuck out quite a few good wins off of them. Late goal comebacks, and kind of knocked them out of competitions when they were playing they're at their best. As we score a second goal here, Wolves are about to, of course, put a whooping on these boys here. As we see a nice pass there and a nice goal there coming from Cunha. As he'll get his second goal here in today's matchup. It's now 2-1. And again, that was just a bad pass there on our part. Now the defense needs to step up here. I have been thinking about maybe putting, a final formation that has some, 2 CDMs, because currently, if you guys have been watching here on the channel, my KC Current squad, I'm really liking that formation that KC Current have. I kind of want to implement that into this series as well. It's a really good defensive type of that I need, because my defensive skills are not the greatest, as you can tell here as we give up another goal. It's now 2 apiece here from Liverpool, but I've been thinking about using that particular or something similar when it comes to the defense, because I know I can score. I had no problems with scoring, but it's just the defensive part has been a huge issue for us. So as we get now to the second half, we'll see a shot there coming from the Liverpool player there. Yes, that one's going to be nicely defended there. Now let's see if we can defend this corner as we try to, of course, clear that out. But Liverpool is going to maintain possession. And now, guys, we got to be more vigilant here on the defensive side of things. Now let's make a push. As the Wolves here. That's something else we need to try to execute a little bit more. As Guedes here has it. Guedes now going to the box. Guedes looking for somebody to help him out here. He's going to find Cunha. Cunha shoots and scores. And that is Cunha's third goal of the matchup here. It's now 3-2. Wolves lead it. They did an excellent job there. Excuse me. As you can tell, I am still underneath the weather here. It's just a couple days after Christmas. Hopefully you guys had a great Christmas. By the time this video comes out, it'll be well after Christmas and going into the new year. And hopefully you guys have had an excellent Christmas and a happy new year. As I've had a pretty decent Christmas. Got a lot of things. Got some nice gifts to help out with the live streaming part of doing kind of YouTube, as I am going to be trying to live stream a lot more here in 2026. As we'll see a shot there, and it's going to be blocked. I definitely do want to be doing more live streamings here, especially especially here on YouTube as well as over on Twitch, especially with my FIFA series here. Come on, Gomes, get high. Gomes cannot finish that one off as he's looking for help there to help him out inside the box. And now Liverpool here, we got to try to figure out and try to maintain this position that we have right now. It's a 1-goal lead here. Could be tied up, and it's going to be, as they get the third goal, tying this up now 3 apiece. As this has been a seesaw battle here. And I think we might have to just end up surrendering to just try to walk out of here with 1 point if we can. But I think we got some time left here on this clock here. Of course, whatever possession or whatever stoppage time we have here, we've scored, on stoppage time here. I think we got 5 extra minutes here, so just got to try to get the ball back here, not let them score. And avoid, no. Come on, don't let McAllister shoot that. He's going to shoot it. It's going to get blocked. Nice job there. As our goalkeeper makes a nice, excellent save here. Now they're going to go for the header. And oh, geez. As we'll see, or at least hear the final whistle there. And that is going to be it. As we're able to walk out of here with a nice clean sheet here today. Or, excuse me, not a clean sheet there. It's a draw. So we will draw 1 point in today's matchup. And that's going to help us a little bit here, as there's still some room there for some other teams to kind of leapfrog over us. But hey, that's fine. We can get back that top spot here. And of course, next time we play Liverpool, which will be in Liverpool, I'm sure we'll definitely be ready to get back those 3 points that we had end up surrendering there after just a really poor performance there defensively there. We did a great job. I always say anytime we play against Liverpool, if we can get a draw, then we're improving. But at the same time, last season we were able to get 2 wins off of them, both home and away. I was really hoping that today was going to be that case here, but unfortunately, that is not meant to be. So let's get to our second matchup here today, as we get to we'll stay in the Premier League here. We're taking on Norwich City, as Norwich right now is currently in 17th place, just teetering around that relegation zone. Right now they have 5 points to their name, and their last match was, of course, against Crystal Palace, where they won that matchup 1-0. As you see there, the last 5 matches, they are 1-2-2, and not so much of a good defense and subpar attack in midfield. This should be a quick, easy 3 points for us to go in here, but of course, we say that, and that may necessarily not be the case here. So we have to try to see what we can do against Norwich City. Like I said, this should be a pretty hands down decent game for us to go in here and try to get some points here. So as we take a look at the lineups here, with only 5 points to their name so far here, they have not been playing really good football. And of course, we have to try to do our best to obviously take advantage of that and exploit that as much as we possibly can here. As we take a look here, and of course, we have the usual 11 suspects in our lineup here today. So we'll see what we can do here against Norwich City. Of course, we've seen some crazy matchups here, especially Crystal Palace this year. They've been really every time we play against somebody, like in this case, the previous game was always against Crystal Palace. And Crystal Palace just looks like they've got a pretty good dominant team. So I cannot wait to see how well we are going to be matched up against them once we play them. Because as far as I remember, like I said, it's been a while since I played the last couple of episodes. As far as I remember, I don't think we played Crystal Palace just yet. So Crystal Palace seems like they got a team, got a squad there to, definitely have to, we're going to have to really pay attention to a lot more and kind of prepare ourselves for that matchup whenever that matchup happens to come about, which it's coming up pretty soon here. As we see the Wolves here trying to put pressure on the offense here, or on the defense here of theirs, and then we score another goal there. Nice job. 2-0. Wolves lead this one here after trying to take that nasty taste of a draw from Liverpool. And of course, I was trying my best to get us back in the ball game there against Liverpool, but like I said, playing against Liverpool last season was we did a great job there. I think this year they kind of learned their lesson. Seeing what they have enough film on our guys here now that they're still even though we beat them, I think back to they scored on us, but we were able to get wins off of them in the Premier League here. They're still a dangerous team to still deal with here, as they still got a lot of good talented players. As the Wolves here now starting to get themselves together here, it's 3-0. As Cunha scores another one. As the Norwich fans are not liking this by any means here. They were probably thinking, since we drew against Liverpool, and that we were on fire going into that game. You would think they're probably thinking like, they drew, they didn't win, so we might even have a chance to draw against them as well. But right now, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Let's see us. Oh, try to get that pass there, but the goalkeeper recognizes that. And now Norwich here trying to get this counter here and try to get advantage over it. But it's this shot being made. It's going to be blocked there. Nice save there from the goalkeeper. And now the Wolves I'm trying to make a serious push for a chance for another goal here. As we'll see Cunha there with the ball. Going to make the attack here. He's got one-on-one with the goalkeeper here. Oh, he's going to do a great job there passing it. Nice job. As I believe that is Guedes on the pass, and makes a nice shot there to get a goal there for himself. Makes it 4-0 here at Norwich. As we see this one here. Oh no, it's Rendon. Yeah, that's who it is. Who shot that there. I thought it was Guedes. Get those numbers mixed up there from time to time. I don't know why. I should know their numbers by now. As we'll see, Norwich here trying to make a shot there. Oh, off the post. Comes back to the goalkeeper here, and goalkeeper makes an excellent save there. Nice job of being alert there on that. Now we'll see the Wolves now going into the box, going to make an attack here. Shot being there off the rebound, and a goal being scored there. Now make it 5-0 as Guedes there. This time he gets this goal. Yeah, we're just doing an excellent job here of just putting this game away. As we see a rebound there. Great job there for Guedes to stay with it. Sees his opportunity and just rifles that ball in the back of the net. Puts us up by 5 now. As we're looking for we're looking for 3 points here to try to get ourselves, of course, stay in the hunt here in the Premier League. Because with a draw or two, that will definitely set you back, especially when you got teams like like Liverpool, like Arsenal, even Crystal Palace and several others here. They'll start, you get a draw and they get some 3 points of their own. That separation starts to pick up the pace, and then you're in trouble. As we see another trouble there for Norwich as they give up another goal here. Guedes getting his second goal here as he kisses that one right into the net. Nice job for the Wolves. Leading this one now 6-0. Wolves doing an excellent job here. Could walk out here with a nice clean sheet here. As we'll see here, to fight for that ball. A nice job there staying with it. Norwich says no. Of course, Norwich is going to do their best to make sure that does not happen with a clean sheet here today. As we make the push here. As Nelson has it. Nelson here is going to shoot. Almost had that pass stolen from us, but now here we get another chance here with Cerebrini. Cerebrini here shoots. He's going to get this on to Guedes, and Guedes is going to score as well. His third goal here today, as he gets a nice little three-goal performance here today. As there you see a nice reputation there of Wolves fans showing up here today. The visitor section there, nice job as they were able to drop another goal, making this game a little more tougher now here for Norwich City. And of course they're right now teetering around that relegation zone, and of course they don't want to be in that situation here, even though the season is still young. You don't want to be around that relegation zone here, because those 4 teams will start to really beat up each other, trying to avoid it, trying to be one of the 3 that could be relegated out of here. We'll see a nice goal in the back of the net. Makes it 8-0 here, and I think this one is pretty much done as Gomes gets a goal. And the Wolves are going to walk out of here with 3 points against Norwich City here, trying to, like I said, keep our heads above water here, trying to stay in the top 3. And, of course, try to continue to be a contender here to be try to defend our title that we won last season here in the Premier League. As we'll see the final few moments of the game here. Of course, trying to make sure they don't score a goal here so we can be secure with this clean sheet. Of course, we got to play a little more tougher defense there. There you go. Keep this one here. Find somebody to help us out here, and that's going to be the final whistle as we're able to walk out of here with a nice clean sheet. As Guedes looks like he is going to be the player of the match. 3 goals on 3 attempts from him. Great day there for him, and his opportunities he had in the game there. Did a great job there, especially late in the first half, and of course has quite a few goals in the second half there. But yeah, we come up with a big victory here as we get ourselves 3 points there that we're needing as much as possible here. Don't want to give up, or don't want to really, you obviously don't want to lose to a team that's getting close to, in that 17th position there, near the relegation zone. But regardless, the way we've been playing here as of late, this should have been, this was by statistics, it should have been a walk in the park, and that's exactly what it was here for us today as we pick up some more points here in the Premier League. So great job there. As now we move on to the Champions League. We're back here in the Champions League for the 3rd match of today's episode, and today we're taking on the Rangers. Rangers currently in 23rd place in the Champions League, and the Rangers have drawn twice this season so far here, only giving themselves 2 points. As you see them in the scoring there, and out of the last 3 matches, or I should say the last 5 matches here, there you see their numbers there, and a pretty middle of the road type of team with the Rangers. And we'll see what these boys can do here today, as we will, of course, try to get ourselves in the try to win a Champions League title. And of course, to do that, we have to pick up some points here today, 3 to be exact, to keep things going for us. As you see, Cunha, one of the scoring leaders right now actually one of the scoring leaders and assist leaders in the Champions League. As we take a look at the rest of some stats here, this should be a pretty, clear-cut, easy, win for us here today. But, can't really go into that. We gotta kind of, keep that mentality as, any team can come in here and defeat us. But at the same time, we gotta have, that attitude is, especially if we're at home, this is our house. We're gonna defend it, and we're gonna make sure they go home unhappy and walk out of here with no points here today. So that is the main mentality we're gonna have here, as we are going to be on the road actually for this one here in Glasgow, as the Rangers going to be hosting the Wolves. As take a look at their lineup there. Excuse me. And their starting 11 looks pretty. I don't really know too many other players here, but I'm sure they're going to be putting the best of the best out there, just like we are here today. There you see our starting lineup here. We got a few changes here with some players that I feel like we need to give some playing time here with. Some of them requested for this particular game here, so I went ahead and put them in the lineup here. And we'll see what our boys can do here as we're about 2 minutes into this game here. And of course, trying to fill things out here, see what we can do. What we're allowed to do here is, oh, nice job there, leading that one in there. We'll shoot and score, and we'll get the first goal of the day here as the Wolves. We'll see Rodrigo Gomes gets the first goal in today's matchup. That's going to be goal number 1 here against the Rangers. As our fan base actually turned out there. You see that little section right there. Wolves fans are doing a great job here supporting us. Excuse me. As Gomes and the Wolves get the first goal here. And I believe that's his 10th goal now here in a couple of matches here in the Champions League. As now the Wolves here now going after on the attack here. Oh, no. That was a bad call there by Nelson. As he's going to get hit with a yellow card there. At least it's a yellow card, not a red card. Because Nelson, he is one of our top, defenders. Of course, here's of late, he's been having a little issues, a little trouble with his defensive skills here. He's been getting a couple of red cards here and there. And discipline-wise, it's been kind of a problem. So we gotta kind of solve that here. And as we'll see, nice ball there. As now we'll see them try to shoot this one outside the box. And that one's not going to go. As Nelson here had the football there, but loses it. Rangers now remain with control of the ball. As now they get around our defense and they'll shoot this one here, and that one's going to trickle in for a goal. And the Rangers are on the board themselves now here, tying this up now 1 apiece. So I guess we're going to have a ball game here today. It's not going to be a walk in the park here against this particular squad. They're going to make us work here, which is fine. So let's put it to them now. Take off the kid gloves here and really put some work into these boys. There's the Wolves here now going to have control of the football here. Oh, they're going to pass this one there. And that's going to be a nice goal. Nice finish there. That's our guy that we got last year from Mexico. He's a free agent. And we're able to get him in there for a goal. One of our left wings. As we'll see this one here from his point of view there. Look at that shot there. Yeah, great job. And that's going to be another goal there for us. Wolves leading now 2-0. As we'll see that one, not a bad play at all. It's yeah, he'll get this one. Yeah, Caesar did a great job there. Of course, he did a great job for us last season. He was a great pickup there. And I kind of want to start him a little bit more here as we found him in the free agency pool. And hopefully we can find some others like him to help us out here. I've already found a couple already when it comes to defending as well. We just got to figure out a way how to get the money there to help us out there. Is get another goal there, and that's going to be another one there for him. Caesar, his second goal. As Hutter finds his way there again in the back of the net. As the rain start to come down here in Glasgow. It's now 2 goals there for him as he gets, oh, look at that header. Nice job there. Right in front of the goalkeeper there. Gets this, sinks this one right past him. Finishes off there. Nice strong move there from him. As that's going to be a second goal. Now 5-1. Or 2-1 or 3-1. Yes, now we'll see here. Rangers here trying to play a little bit of keep away here. Trying to slow the momentum right now from us, and trying to figure out a way to work that ball on the other side of the pitch here. But that one's going to be taken away there. And now we're going to make a push as now the numbers are in our our favor, as we'll see Gomes shoots that one to Cunha, and Cunha gets the score. It's now 4-1. Wolves lead here in this one. Nice job there. Of course, Rangers. To me, they just need to go out, just attack us. You know, if they can learn anything, they should have learned something in that first game here, today's matchup. Is you got to put pressure on us. You got to attack us. You got to do what you got to do. To score goals against us, you got to apply pressure on us. I will say our defense is kind of brittle. It's not the best. Oh, that one's going to be shot back out here, but Rangers will now have possession, as we just did not finish that one very well. Now Rangers on the move here. As they're moving the ball here, taking their time. And nice slide tackle there, breaking that up. And now here we go on the push. Here's Gomes has it. Gomes going in here. Gomes going to pass off. He's going to find this one. It's Franca will get this one there, and that's going to be a goal. As that'll be his first goal, or Cam gets in action here. Nice play there from him, and the fans here at the Rangers. I think they know that they're pretty much their goose is cooked here. As we'll see the shot there, and look at that. That's a great pass. Nice, excellent finish there. And that's going to put us up now 5-1 as we have 2 additional minutes of stoppage here. Of course, Rangers would like to try to get another goal here, but this one's pretty much done. As defensively here, Rangers did not do a good job here defending the ball. Now you see Cunha, and that is going to be it as we hear the final whistle. And the Rangers will give up this one here on the road, or I should say, lose this one at home here against the Wolves. Wolves will win this one here. Nice job there as we're continuing being dominant here in the Champions League. As Herrera there gets 2 goals. Nice job there from him. Wasn't really expecting that there from him, but he has been stepping up as of late, scoring goals here for us as we win this one 5-1 on the road. So nice job there as we get another another Champions League win. As that now, I believe, puts us up now with 3 wins, 3 or 4 wins right now. So I think we've got like either 9 or 12 points here in the Champions League, and that is going to be very helpful for us as we, of course, trying to win a Champions League here. Last time we won a Champions League title was back in season 2 of the original series there on FIFA 20. I believe that we were playing that game on that particular series, and we ended up winning in back-to-back seasons, in seasons 2 and 3 for that Champions League title. So we'll go back to the Premier League here as we take on Burnley, currently in 12th place, or I should say in 12th place, something like that, with 11 points. There you see their last 5 matches, 2-1-2. And they're kind of a subpar team right now. Yeah, they're in 12th place with 11 points. And of course, their last matchup was, of course, against Crystal Palace, where Crystal Palace did a good number on them, winning that game 3-0 at home. So Burnley now here, of course, would love to try to bounce back here and try to get a victory here off of one of the top teams in the Premier League after suffering that loss there. So they like to lick their wounds and, of course, take their aggression and anger that they have on us here today and try to get a victory. As we'll see here, we might do, it looks like we're going to be doing a slight change in some personnel in today's matchup here, which is always good. You got to rotate there. You got to remember that. Not everybody can play every single week, every single match week. So we are going to be rotating here, as Dressler will be coming in and as our cam here today. give Sabrini some time away off the pitch here, and of course, just give some opportunities here for some younger guys who've been requesting, which I've had quite a bit of requests for some gameplay here from our players want some time on the pitch here today. So we're going to do that, and we're going to get into this Burnley game. So matchup number 4 here today, as we're back here in the Premier League. And like I said, looking to, of course, continue to try to be dominant here in the Premier League as we have been. And like I said, we're going to be changing some guys up here today, give some playing time to some guys that we normally don't get playing time to, and of course try to put some the freshest legs out there on the pitch here today. As we'll see some of Burnley's players there, and I'm sure they have of course rotating their players as well, and we'll see how this one's going to turn out. As we'll see here, Wolves here again trying to nice passing here. Passing's gotten better, I've noticed here as of late, and we'll see a great pass and a great finish as that's going to go into the net there. As Guedes continuing where he left off in that Norwich game as he gets the first goal here today. It's now 1-0. Wolves lead it here at home. As he just puts a nice little kiss on the boot there on that ball. And that's going to give up the first goal here. It's Green. He's probably thinking to himself, I could have did a lot better defending that. So now we'll see here with a 1-0 lead here. Let's see what Burnley can do here. Is now they're trying to go on the attack. Having a little trouble against our midfield here. Trying to figure out a way how to get around them, and they do. Now can they push the ball here and try to score? Excuse me. As that ball's going to be in possession now of the Wolves. And now Guedes here on the run here defending. Trying to get down the field here. Trying to see what he can find here. He's going to give this one there to Cunha. And Cunha is going to finish it off with a nice pass. Nice job there getting that pass and drilling that one in the net. It's now 2-0. Wolves lead it here today. Wolves here showing off some great play here, great teamwork as they draw that goalkeeper out, and then of course Cunha right there coming to the back door, scoring a goal. And Cunha, of course, having a really good job here of finishing off plays as well. Of course, we are looking for a new, a backup striker here, even though we do have Guedes, but I want to find a more natural plays the striker position more naturally, because really we need Guedes in that wing position more so than we do in the striker position, because the wing position that we have for left wingers right now we're trying to develop that player. The young man has a high overall or high potential, which I'm really excited for. But he's just not ready right now. I think he has another year before he can get on the pitch here with him. So we are working with him in training, but he'll have a year before he can even get on the pitch, as he's only 15 right now. So, but yeah, we're right now. Guedes is more important to us in the wing position than he is in the striker position. As of our backup striker, we don't have one right now. I mean, we have Silva, who's, he's a decent one, but he's kind of a short-term type of player that we have right now. I kind of want to look for somebody that's more long-term, so we are looking at the U Academy. As we see a strike there, wow! Outside the box there from Dressler. And we've seen him do this before. If you guys watch the Austin FC series, which you can catch here on the channel every Friday, which is played on FIFA 22. He's one of my favorite players in that series there with Austin. And look at that. He makes a great strike. outside the box there, top of the box there, and just drills this one. So he was ready to play here today, as he gets the his first goal of the day. Nice job there from Dressler. Yeah, the Argentinian playing great football here for us. Glad we were able to pick him up from MLS. And now Cunha here going to shoot and score. A nice job as he finishes strong on that goal there. Nice finish there from Cunha. As he gets a goal of his own. I'm still kind of really impressed with that shot there from Dressler. I mean, I've seen him do it before there, but he put his whole leg in that shot there. He was determined to make sure that ball hit in the back of the net. Nice interception there for the Wolves. Is now they're starting to make a push here on this counter. Guedes now in the box here. Guedes looking for Cunha. Cunha is going to finish and score. It's now 5-0. Wolves take the lead. Continue to add on to this lead here. As Burnley are nowhere to be found in this one here. They were just really have been just, I don't know if they're giving up or, I know their defense is not the greatest, but geez, I mean, put some, I played against teams that had bad defenses there, and they were still trying to play strong there, and they're not doing a great job there. Oh, nice job there. As that ball is now being passed there to Dressler. Dressler here is going to shoot and scores off the post. 6-0. Wolves lead it. As the Wolves continue to lay it thick here. We'll see another score here. This is from Dressler. Second one of the day for him. As he is now helping putting this game away now here for the Wolves. Now Burnley here trying to go for their one of the few times they've actually tried to attack us there. That shot's off, going to be saved there. Nice job there from our goalkeeper. And in this situation, Burnley needs to really try to lay it thick on us. Do some better attacking here. Oh, nice job as we're able to, pickpocket, nope. Okay, get possession here now. As they were trying to work their way into the box. Dressler now has it. He's going to pass it off there to Cunha. Cunha has it. Cunha has a defender. He has to get himself away from there. And then it makes it now 7-0. As Cunha gets another goal. And the Wolves on the attack here. Great job as he just slams that one. Comes on the far side of there. Gets a nice goal. So now we're 8-0 here. Just a few ticks left here. Got an extra 4 minutes of stoppage here. Now we just got to play some good football here defensively to hold on to this clean sheet. And we get another one in this one. Nice job. As you see there, 4 attempts and 4 goals there for Cunha. As he'll be probably our player of the match here in this particular matchup here. As you see, the Wolves fans very happy that we're starting to get back into the winning ways there after giving up that draw there, which like I said, kind of expected, with the Liverpool squad there, because by far they're still the best team, one of the best teams one of the toughest teams in the Premier League. So, we got lucky last year. This year, we didn't get our doors blown off of us completely, but it was a good fought match there. We played very well. Just got to try harder next time around. Try to maybe upset them with a late, scoring goal to win it. But we drew, and we're fine with that. So we're just going to keep pushing on here until we meet them up again in whatever competition we're in. As we take a look here at the Carabao Cup, this will be the last matchup of today's episode. And the Carabao Cup is, of course, one of the domestic cups there here in the English football. Excuse me. As West Ham, of course, we're playing against them here today. Right now, West Ham, they are currently, this is the 4th round, and they drew West Ham drew a match with the Blackburn Rovers, but they would eventually go on to go into pins and win it in pins 3-1. And of course, we destroyed Norwich in the 3rd round, 8-0 here. So West Ham, they had to fight their way to get into this position as we're in the round of 16. And they're gonna, of course, they know, they're gonna do whatever it takes to play, some good football here. You see attacking 82, mid 80, and defense, might as well say 80 there across the board, really, for them. So slightly better with against in a lot of different categories there compared to us, but we're gonna face them. We're gonna see what we can do here. And of course, try to see if we can keep ourselves alive here at the Carabao Cup. This is one of the cups that we did not get last season, as we were, of course, knocked out in the Carabao Cup towards the I think it was like 2 or 3 rounds before the finale. So we are trying to try to win this cup. We did win the FA Cup, but we did not win this cup. So we're going to try to see if we can get a little deeper here. And of course, we're at home, so we do have a slight advantage where we got the fans behind us, the supporters and such, and so that should be a little bit helpful there. But West Ham, like I said, they've been playing pretty decent. I think right now they're in the top 10 in the Premier League. But here in the Carabao Cup, like I said, they drew against the Blackburn Rovers and had to go to pins just to win it, and they won that one 3-1 there in the 3rd round. So here we are in the 4th round. Both teams, of course, like I said, we destroyed Norwich, and the way we've been playing here in these last couple of matchups here, this could be a very interesting one here, especially to 2 teams playing in the top 10 here in the Premier League. They know each other, they see each other quite often. As we go, wow, we just get that one in there at the last minute and able to score the first goal here as Cunha scores a goal. It's now 1-0 here against West Ham. As Cunha just narrowly just gets that one in the back door there, able to put that one away. As West Ham looks like they got pretty good defense there. Unfortunately, they let that one slip through. Let's see if we can slip another one past them here. 1-0. As now West Ham here, trying their best to move the football here. Moving down the pitch. As that one's going to be broken up there. Nice job there from our defense. Our defense. Oh, come on. What was that all about there, Nelson? Yes, I don't know what he was trying to do. If he was trying to pass the ball or whatever, but he almost gave that one. Well, he did give it up, but geez, that could have been a lot more. That could have been a hell of a lot worse there for us. So now he's coming back here as a wing back position, trying to do a cross. Cross is a little too far deep. We'll see a pass here going to be made, and that's going to be a finish there for the Wolves. They put another one up on the board. As Cunha finds his way on the board here, as again scoring another one. Take a look here. Gets around the defense there. Nice pass. Waiting for him to stay in that middle of that box. find an open lane there, and they did a great job there passing that one to him as he gets a goal. His second now here. Now, see here, West Ham here, trying to get something going in the box. They'll keep remaining possession there to get the ball back. Ball's going to be deflected. And West Ham will get a chance now for a corner. As now they'll try to dribble this one in the box here. And oh, jeez. Great head. I can't get mad about that. That was an excellent header there. They set that up perfectly. Our guys were definitely out of place there. Look at this. Sends that ball. Header right there. I mean, he had the two men on him, but yet he still had the better angle and had the advantage over them, even though that he was covered pretty well. And now, no clean sheet here for us in the Carabao Cup as West Ham here trailing by 2 goals. See now, Wolves now trying to go on the attack. As they're going down the field here, looking for a cross here. They'll shoot and score, and that'll be another one here for us. Nice job there as we get one more goal before the half. As the fans are going wild here. And West Ham fans now here of course, this West Ham squad's going to have to figure out something in the second half to get back in this ball game. As they surrender another goal here. And right upon their goalkeeper that time again. As we'll see, nice job there. Midfield doing an excellent job here with the pass, or at least intercepting the pass here. Now, Gomes here shoots and scores. 4-1. Wolves now get the first goal here in the second half. Or I should say no, we're still in the first half, I should say. Score this one. Nice job as he goes on the near post there. That little bitty angle there. How the hell did he get that? But he's able to fire this one in there. As now we're seeing the final 2 minutes here in the first half. Defense here has to go retrieve the ball. Now we'll see Gomes now has it. Gomes here setting up on the outside there. Does a nice little pass. Shoots, gives this one there, and that's going to go to Guedes. Guedes helps out and makes it even more difficult now for West Ham. 5-1 before the half. So we've now scored 3 goals here now. Here in about the last 10 minutes. As this defense this West Ham defense is nowhere to be found right now. I almost had a feeling that this was going to be a tight ball game here. I mean, it still could be if West Ham can just get their defense together and, of course, be able to attack just like they did earlier against us. We'll see a corner kick now come up here for the Wolves. Sam Braining, of course, taking his time here. Looking to see where he can get this ball. Top of the box. Nicely defended there on that header. And now here they're going to go on the attack. Oh boy, we got to get back on defense here. And oh no, don't let him shoot that. He's going to get it. Another goal there for West Ham as we just played some poor defense that time. Now makes it now 5-2. Wolves still lead it. As he's able to rifle just has that one goal on the far post. And another goal there for the West Ham. It's now, see here, Wolves trying to make another attack here. We do. And we finish strong there, making it now 6-2. As West Ham defense again buckling. As Guedes gets a goal there. Nice job there from him. That's what we see a shot there. And a nice finish there. It's the goalkeeper there. Did not do a good job there. He got drawn in by the outside the winger, the right winger there, and Guedes able to come in there and into the box and did a great job there. That's why I have him as our, inside winger. In situations like that where you can come in there and swoop in and get a score there in the box. Oh no! Nelson is going to be out of the game, so now we're going to be a one-man down. Oh, that was a bad slide tackle there, Nelson. So he's going to be out of the game. As now we're going to be a man down. And West Ham, of course, if I was them, I would take advantage of that there, especially on the attack, especially on that right-hand side of them making that attack. And then there you go, another header for West Ham as they are now starting to creep back here. Now 6-3, as we have not been doing a good job here when it comes to our set pieces there, especially these headers here that they've been doing. This one's excellent. This is right here. This is great. Did a great job. As Cunha did not he just stood there, letting the ball get over his head. Yeah, so nice slide tackle there for West Ham. Now West Ham going on the attack, trying to go down the field here. So pass this one here. Oh, nice block there. Nice slide tackle block. And so now West Ham here going for another opportunity for, of course, to get another clean or another header. That time, not so much luck. It's got wise of it this time around. Looking for the chance to get that ball out of here, trying to clear it out. And of course, West Ham trying to do so, and they did a great job there. Now, they got to try to make a push here. There's still 5 extra minutes of stoppage here. And that's a slide tackle, but it's going to be a clean one. And now we're going to get hit with a card of some sort here. Yeah, hopefully, if it's just a warning, they're going to give, so they're going to give him a yellow card there. I thought they were going to be really mean to us and give us another red. Make us even now, that would be 9 men on the field. As they tried for another header there and unsuccessful. West Ham, I was really impressed. They were getting their headers. I mean, they were almost on all their headers. They were almost on target. But they will come up short as we give up 3 goals to West Ham. But we'll beat them by 3, winning this one here 6-3 at home. So, I was not a bad game. Not a bad game from us. Obviously, you don't want to give up goals here, but at the same time, it was kind of interesting because we could not stop their, attempts there when, I kept thinking, like, oh man, we cannot be giving them corners there because they're killing us in corners. They're being very, playing very well when it comes to corner pieces and setting that up, and of course getting those headers in there. And I was thinking, like, okay, whatever we do, just do not give them a chance to, get a corner shot there and drill another one on us defensively. Because I was trying my best to find some kind of defensive stop, set piece there to help us out. But obviously those last 2 were not too good for us there. But yeah, overall, that was not the best excellent game we played, but it was a good game. So as we take a look here at the Premier League there, as we're back in this one here. Excuse me. We have a slight lead over Arsenal. Like I said, we'll be playing them here very soon. Man City right behind them, as well as Man U. And then just going down the list here, there you see Burnley, who we just played. They're in 14. Southampton at 15. Brighton at 16. There with 17 with 7 points, And what else? Who's in the relegation zone? Looks like Norwich, Brentford, and Nottingham Forest. So, yeah, we'll have to, see. We'll be playing some of those teams here pretty soon. But I think for the most part here, I'm pretty satisfied with the team has done. There you see the current numbers right now when it comes to stats as we wrap up today's episode. So, not a bad go for our team here today, as did an excellent job here. Nice, great performances. Yeah, more importantly, we found ways to win the game. We found ways to keep the lead, and that's all that really matters. So, been nice if we got a couple clean sheets, but can't always get a clean sheet. Sometimes you have to play a little dirty to get those wins. But excuse me. Not too worried about the Liverpool, draw. We'll definitely get them next time around. But coming up in the next episode, we'll split the month of November up in two separate episodes. Episode 21, we'll play in 2 Premier League games plus a Champions League game. There, we'll start off with Chelsea there in that episode, and then in episode 22, we'll finish off the month of November. Right now, when it comes to, obviously the transfer window is coming up in the next 54 days. I don't have any idea what we're going to be doing in the transfer window. I don't feel like we need to make any changes except for maybe defensively. If we can find some defensive players that come in to help us that are reasonably priced. But I think if anything, we got quite a few youth academy players that we'd like to send on loan. So that's pretty much what I have set up right now when it comes to that. But defensively, I really want to bring in a name or two to help us out. A couple critical players to help out the defensive side of things. We might be selling a couple of guys there, but it might be some older players like Nelson. I have him on the transfer window block. But other than that, if there's any players you guys think we should go after defensively, because I feel like that's the thing we need really, really bad. Because I am looking at some youth academy players for backs, left backs, right backs, center backs. Right now I have not found any, so we may have to go the veteran route and buy a couple players. But if you guys know any defensive players that we could help out for us, let me know down below in the comment section of those players. I'll look those up and see how much they are and see if they're worth picking up. But that's it for today's episode. Stick around for more of the Wolves Manager Career Mode here on FC25. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already new. And of course, hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.